Good morning.
Morning.
You feeling a little bit better? You eating some pudding for breakfast? Okay. You do you, dude. Alright, so we're just about to leave for Joe's grooming appointment. Let's go get you pretty.
When I wake up, what do you do there? Is this even real? Only thing that kept my heart beating.
Who's excited to be in the car? Are you excited? Alright, let's go get him pretty.
No one just said things, so slip right away. Only come out at night, always.
Look how cute he is! Oh, you're like a new dog! Hey, come here. Oh, hey, buddy. Oh, yeah, they took good care of you. Yes, they did. Look at you. Sniff. Oh, he's nice and taken care of. Ooh, I'm happy for you. We got him a new dog food that is made specifically for seniors since he's getting old. It costs a lot of money, but it'll be a lot better for him than when I was feeding him, so that's good. He's getting a little pudgy, so that'll be nice to slim him down again. And we got him these dog treats that are made out of 100% turkey. They take the turkey, they cut it up, and they super freeze it, and this is as pure turkey as you could possibly get.
See the stars.
So I wanted to make today's video all about Joe. But first I'm just going to tell you real fast what I did today. So I took Joe to the groomer. That was the first thing I did. And while he was there, I went over to Buffalo Wild Wings for breakfast. So that's a great breakfast. I did a little bit more grocery shopping because we missed a couple things. And then I went to pick him back up, and I picked Joe up, and we came home. And I dropped Joe off, and I went to class. My class today was my creative book arts class, which I thought was going to be a lot more like of a grading kind of class. But it turns out that it's actually a class where I get to do a lot of writing, be really creative with my writing, which is great because most of my writing recently has been argumentative, and as much as I like doing, argument essays, I really do prefer the chance to be creative with my writing. So I get to do a lot more poetry and some fiction this semester, which is going to be a lot more fun. And I'm really looking forward to it. I like my professor. It's a smaller class, so we get to do a lot of group stuff, which will be great. I like it when people read my work and then they help me out. They grade. They add their perspective to it. So it's gonna be pretty fun. I'm excited for it. So let's get into Joe for a second. I've had Joe for about 10 years now. I think it was 2006, 2007 that we went and got Joe. We rescued him from the pound, and we picked him because he looked like he had just come out of a trash can. He was gross. He was ugly looking, which is why his full name is Ugly Joe. But we picked him out and we took him home, and he fit right into our family. The first 2 years that I lived out here in Utah were really kind of sad without Joe. I missed him a lot. It's kind of funny that You know, you always say that your dog is one of your best friends, but it's not until you have to leave your dog behind that you really, realize how much he actually meant to you. And Joe is definitely one of my good buddies, and it was tough. It was tough without him those first couple years out here. But ever since I moved into my house, Joe got to come live with me. So he's been here since about July. So around 6 months now. And I was really nervous for him because I knew that Utah was a big change for me. So I could only imagine what the change must have been for him. He's getting pretty old, and it doesn't really. We go for walks on occasion, but he can't walk as far anymore, and especially now with the weather being the way that it is, it's pretty cold outside for a little guy like him. So he's getting a little pudgy. But today, specifically today, taking him to the groomer, getting his hair cut, being washed, getting his nails trimmed, all that good stuff, was really good for him. And being able to buy that better dog food and those treats is going to really help him out. I really want to make Joe as happy as he could possibly be while he's up here with me for as long as he's got. And I know he's getting up there in age, but I'm doing the right things right now, and I think that he's gonna be a-okay while he's here. Now I'll give you a couple of funny Joe stories. I had to get braces twice because of Joe. I got braces the first time. I was in 6th grade, and I got a retainer, and that was about the time that we got Joe. And Joe ate my retainer, and I was so scared to tell my parents that instead of telling them that Joe ate my retainer, I kind of pretended like it was fine. And my teeth went back to being crooked and the way that they were before braces, so I had to get them twice. So thanks a lot, Joe. I appreciate that. I hope that retainer tasted good. Joe is a runner. If he gets the chance to bolt, he will leave, and I'll never see him ever again. So there was this one time where a guy, a family friend, came over and he opened up the door. This was like right when we got Joe. And Joe took off, and I was barefoot, and I had to tear after him to go get him because Joe's fast. And I had to tackle him in the middle of the street. And I walked him home carrying him. And my feet were torn up. It was like Die Hard. And ever since then, I've been terrified of letting Joe off a leash or letting Joe, or opening the doors around Joe. So I am super paranoid about it. If anybody comes over to my house, I always all right, be careful not to let Joe out, because seriously, I will never see him ever again. When people say that they're a dog person or a cat person, I don't really pitch in on that because I like both. But, if I really was pushed and pressed to say so, I would definitely say that I am a dog person. And that's just because Joe has been there for me when I'm happy, when I'm sad, if I'm sick, if I'm healthy. Dogs don't care. They're just there for you. Dogs don't ask any questions. They just love you unconditionally, and that's what makes them so great. I don't think Joe would ever turn on me. Life gets hard, and the only things in life that you can really find a constant in are up to you, of course, but for me at least, my constant is my dog. My dog before Joe, my dog that I'm going to get after Joe. Sorry, Joe. Shh. The dog after that. I think that there's always going to be a dog in my life, and it's just because it's so necessary for me to know that I have someone that I can go home after a hard day and cheer me up, and they'll cheer me up. And it's gonna be hard when I lose Joe. He's old, and I've come to terms with that. But it's going to be rough, and I'm not looking forward to that day. But until then, I have him here, and I'm gonna enjoy every second of it, and I'm gonna make his life as good as it could possibly be while he's here with me. So thank you for, he's getting a little restless on this chair. Thank you for listening to my rant about Joe. I figured that since yesterday's episode was as long as it was, and today was going to be kind of similar to that, I'd mix it up and kind of make this one a sit down and let's just talk about something. And because today was Joe's special day, I decided to make it all about Joe. Go ahead and leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe, and leave a comment if you like this type of video, because I'm looking forward to trying different things. I'm excited for my drone. My drone comes, I think, Friday. And once that comes, I can do a lot more crazy stuff as far as showing you the city and everything that is around me, and the mountains and all that good stuff. So I liked sitting down and having a little bit of a personal talk about just something in my life. So yeah, go ahead and let me know if you like this kind of video. I take your feedback very seriously. So thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.